said, it's important to clarify the topic under discussion. The question before us today is not whether many of the Prophet's companions, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, were sincere, righteous, or devout believers. This is not what's being denied, nor is it what is being tested. The issue is the claim, the idea of the collective adala of all the companions, and that mere association with the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, is automatically establishes full uprightness and reliability. Companionship is a historical description. It tells us who met the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Sorry, can you just pause for? Pause. No problem. It's not good. Companionship is a historical description. It tells us who met the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Uprightness, however, is not just limited to narrating hadith and being truthful. It refers to moral integrity and reliability, such that a person's testimony and reports are accepted without scrutiny. These two concepts are not the same, and one does not logically entail the other. For example, both Sunni and Shia hadith sciences recognize that a person may be truthful in speech and yet still be rejected due to innovation or deviation. Another important issue that arises when hadith are used as foundational proof for this belief is that if those very individuals are under scrutiny, their own reports cannot be used as evidence, since it becomes a circular argument. Reliability must be established before reports can be used as proof. This leaves us with the Quran as the primary non-circular source by which universal claims of this kind can be judged. When examined carefully, the Quran does not support the concept of the blanket uprightness of all the companions. All the verses, as you've heard, cited in praise are revealed concerning particular people, groups, and circumstances, and they are constantly conditional upon faith and obedience. In addition to this, they can be applied to every Muslim today and in the future. All these verses cannot be legitimately universalized to mean that everyone who met the Prophet is automatically upright and truthful. Moral praise does not imply immunity from error, false attribution, innovation, or later deviation. On the other hand, the Quran also contains clear rebuke and correction directed at individuals around the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. History confirms this reality as well. The companions themselves did not view one another as immune from criticism, as shown by the civil wars, internal conflicts, and disputes that took place in the earliest generations. Both Shia and Sunni scholars have evaluated narrators of hadith throughout the centuries. Narrators have been praised and condemned due to various reasons, including having bad memory, committing evil deeds, and so forth. But when it comes to the companions, they've been given a free pass. If they were to apply these very sciences on the companions, they would fall under this category. This is why this shield has been placed there before them. At this time, it should be made clear that the Shia position is not blanket condemnation on all the companions. Within the Shia Hadith corpus, there are also general praise of companions of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. However, companionship has never been understood as sanctification or immunity from evaluation, unlike the Sunni concept that does not even allow scrutiny. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam was asked if the companions of the Prophet were truthful, in which he replied, yes, they are. And those narrations which have are contradictory were due to abrogation, just like the verses of the Quran. In fact, Imam Ali alayhi salam, peace and blessings be upon him, further goes into detail about such reports and other different types of reports attributed to the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Imam Ali alayhi salam classified those people who narrated from the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, in 4 groups. The first group he mentions are the deliberate liars, as you shall see on the screen. The second is the sincere but mistaken narrator. The third, the one who transmits abrogated rulings unknowingly, like the case.
Can I interrupt for a second? For the benefit of those watching on the social media streams,
just pause the clock.
They can't actually see that. It's too far.
That's fine.
Could you read the,
that's fine. The citations will all be presented in the video descriptions with the documents.
Could you read it out? So.
Please, and no getting up and interferences, please, guys, because whether it's on the Shia side or Sunni side, there's people getting up, it's causing interference. There's already been one interruption already. Jazakallah. So, can you resume the clock?
Yeah.
So, Imam Ali alayhi salam has already categorized 4 types of narrators from the Prophet. Number 1, the deliberate liar, meaning the hypocrites. Number 2, the sincere but mistaken narrator. Number 3, the one who transmits abrogated rulings unknowingly, like as Imam Sadiq alayhi salam mentioned earlier. And number 4, the precise narrator who understands the abrogation. Both reports are found in the same chapter in Al-Ghafi titled The Differences in Hadith. Therefore, the Shia methodology simply reflects the reality in this approach to evaluation. We honor the righteous companions, but we categorically reject the claim that every individual labeled as a companion is permanently upright and truthful in what they report.